Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And we are underway from the Superdome.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now Carr throwing on second down.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Caught by Jones.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
This one caught by Kittle. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
On the tackle there, Lonnie Johnson. 2nd down and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big...
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
from 13 yards out.
And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level.
Carr will look to throw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Carr to throw on second down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown! Michael Thomas, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy.
Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it as we resume action. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now here's a deep shot that's complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 71 yards.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Moody good with the extra point.
And this is back to an 8-point game.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Throwing on first down is Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Saints. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't give points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. He's to the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Purdy will throw for it. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Throwing his Carr on third down. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 38 yards. And the 49ers have retaken a third quarter lead. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. And now they'll shift things around. They go with McCaffrey. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it. And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the gun, it's Carr.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey,
27 yards.
and the 49ers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point,
And the lead now up to 14.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. He lets it go deep for Olave.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A second down throw for Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Niners have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Now Carr. And the Niners get there and bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Carr now to throw.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Rolling to his right.
That is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, and that is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Purdy off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Purdy on fourth down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Throwing now is Carr. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Carr working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Carr now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone. Well, these defensive backs have been getting torched all game long, and finally, a small measure of revenge here. That time the coverage downfield is excellent, and they're right there to battle for the football and force the incomplete pass.
Purdy's throw complete there to McLeod. Now inside the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of...
Hey, yo, DJ, put a nigga back to the record, baby, and give me this right now.